Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up, were you down? Chasing rabbits round the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where... Who are you? You shouldn't be here.
Where is everyone else?
In the chantry. Mother wanted me to go to the chant, but she doesn't get to tell me what to do anymore. I'm sick of listening to Father Eirik, along with the babies and the girls. Soon I'll be old enough to go up the mountain and...
Go up the mountain? And what?
Nothing. It's just nicer up there. You wouldn't understand. Lowlanders don't belong here.
Nah, yeah, that's not creepy at all.
So, have you changed your mind, Sten? I dream about you and I, if you must know.
Don't you belong to the Grey Warden?
In fact, I belong to no one, and he would not mind. I am certain.
You would, even if I were interested in a small thing like you. The Kunari Act is unpleasant.
Unpleasant? Unpleasant how? Now I really am interested.
Deadly.
And what if I didn't mind? I enjoy a little animation.
You'd be less animated afterward.
It sounds as if I am arousing your passions already, my dear Sten.
Parshera, why do you pester me?
Because 'tis amusing, that is why.
Okay, Morgan, we're gonna have to have a talk about whether or not I would actually be okay with you being with other men. Just saying. You and I should have that talk before you decide that on your own. Look, I'm just saying, I'm not really okay with the idea.
On it.
I am not into... I know some are into that. I'm not. This altar appears to have been used recently. A pool of blood remains running over the sides in dark rivulets.
I wonder. The crows often made sacrifices of blood, and it gave them uncanny abilities.
What? Don't do that. Was someone killed here?
That is human blood.
How do you know?
I just do. I also know that no one can lose that much blood and live.
Yeah.
You're still here? I told you there's nothing for you in Haven.
Why are there such strange things in the houses?
I think you've quite outstayed your welcome, stranger. Trespasser! Intruder! Sound the alarms!
I guess no one responded to your call.
A lowlander. What are you doing here?
Now's better than later.
The Avars. Oh, we actually find out more about them in Inquisition. At least I think we do. That was one of the DLCs, if I believe. I only played it once. Hold on a second. Quick save. I think... Yeah, give these to him.
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you.
I like his response to this, which, when I say, what are you waiting for? Try them on.
But I'm not finished admiring them yet. Can you smell that? Like rotting flesh. Just like back in Antiva City. Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two. A bowl of fish chowder and a corrupt politician. I'd really feel like I was home. And they fit as well. Marvelous.
And yes, he does equip them. They give spell resistance, so... Oh. I don't remember picking this up. I'm gonna go ahead and have him put that back on, though. Since that gives extra defense, it's a little stronger in terms of armor. And it reduces hostility.
Who are you? You're not from Haven.
Why does everyone tell me that I... like I don't already know it?
We don't get very many visitors.
I like to trade.
I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look.
Barely anything.
What are you doing? That's private!
What are you hiding?
I don't see how that is any of your concern.
I'm making it my concern.
No! You have no right! Right, all right!
I still remember my first battle. Perhaps I could have a try at that.
The armor and clothing left on this man indicate that he
Can I get you a ladder? So you
was
can get
from
off
Redcliffe, one of Arl Eamon's knights. Notice there's other skulls and bones and lots of blood there. Yeah.
Perhaps
This is what happened to those knights that went searching for the urn. Now everyone turns hostile on us. Let's go get this guy who mouthed off at us. There we go. Now more people down here are hostile towards us.
Pain is coming.
Sorry, am I too quick for you?
Begin the This should be good. You don't win.
How about you?
So yeah, it's time to slaughter a bunch of cultists.
So everyone is within the chantry. How lovely for them.
Heh. Indeed.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the Holy and Beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
You killed the Knights of Redcliffe. I saw the bodies.
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. He will tell others of us if we let him. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance.
Considering what we find here, I was very, very surprised that this became like one of the main central areas that we started in Inquisition. Like, we took this place over in Inquisition as our main base at the start of Inquisition, which surprised me a lot. I just didn't think that we would kind of come in here and take over a place that was run by this cult. You know, I thought some people would have second thoughts about that, but apparently not. Now, you'll notice there's options here. That's because there is a path here that you can take where you can actually try to come across as more friendly and such and actually be willing to kind of work with and even sort of join this cult. In one of the more, in my opinion, horrible choices that you can do in this game. It's pretty bad, and it can basically cause people in your party to turn on you and you be forced to kill them. Even though this is an alternate run and where we're doing alternate choices, we are not doing this. This is one of those choices. I tried it out once, and I hated it, and I probably never am going to do it again. Because for one thing, it's a little... You gotta make sure you do it right in order to pull it off. It is one of the things you have to do in order to unlock one of these specializations, that is true. But that's not necessarily a big deal in the Ultimate Edition, where you can basically just kind of choose which one you want when you get to a level in order to pick one. But I distinctly remember just having to... either people having to kill at least one or two of my people, or them just outright leaving my group and never coming back. And that was not a very pleasant run of this game. It really wasn't. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this whole thing about, like, oh, you don't understand our ways. Yeah, when your ways start involving killing people, that's where I draw the line. So, yeah, you're right. I am bringing war on you because you deserve it.
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
Uh-huh. Let's see... Hold on. I'm looking for a specific ability that Morgan can use here. Mana Clash. There it is. Let's get that here. Right on this guy here. Boom! Okay.
Now's better than
A
later.
false wall. passageway. Genetivi?
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it.
Oh, the uniform. My name is Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue.
You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
Morgan, can you do anything?
The leg is wounded, but that will heal in time. The foot may have to come off.
I thought you might say that. But if the foot goes, it goes. There are more important things than an old man's feet. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
How do you know?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Eirik wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
This medallion?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you.
Are you sure you can make the journey?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring.
Could you answer some questions for me first?
All right. What is on your mind?
Haven's a little odd, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
Why does Haven have revered fathers?
I do not know. When the chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the chantry and so have no knowledge of the chantry's rules.
What do you know about Haven and its people?
They call themselves the disciples of Andraste. They are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive.
Is that possible?
I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child. Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
The ashes will cure Arl Eamon, won't they?
Cure Arl Eamon? Is the Arl sick? What happened?
He was poisoned. On Logain's orders. Actually, it was Arl Howe's orders.
Logain? Why? Oh, I have been so occupied with the urn. I've missed so much. I certainly hope the ashes will save him. The legends speak of their miraculous powers. There are many stories of pilgrims being healed, the blind seeing, and the lame dancing in joy. Perhaps it is Andraste that does this. Perhaps it is belief itself. By believing the ashes are magical, you make them so.
I suppose that's possible.
Anyway, that can be discussed once we actually have the ashes, and the Arl is better.
Do you know about the knights who were sent to look for you?
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Eirik said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men.
Eric's not going to be bothering anyone for a while.
Good. Eirik and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we?
Nothing else.
So run along and get that medallion, then.
Brother, I think you should know about Waylon.
Waylon? What about him?
They had him killed. An imposter was put in his place.
Oh, poor Waylon. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker take you into his hands, my boy.
Waylon died protecting your research.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say?
I'm ready to leave for the temple.
Ah, good. help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated. Just like this. And there. A key to open the way.
How did you know how to do that?
There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. Now, let's see if we can open this door. There should be a place to insert this. Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain.
You need to stay alert.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings.
That might keep you out of trouble for a bit.
I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go, I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the Anne.
Is there anything else I need to know about the temple?
It was designed to protect the Anne from those who would steal it or do harm to it, namely the Tevinter Imperium.
So, what sort of dangers are we talking about here?
I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures.
Anyone else getting Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade vibes here? It's like we're going after the Holy Grail, you know? So, it is the wrath of the Maker that strikes men down?
That is what the legend says, and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder.
Cunning.
I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you?
I'll be back soon.
I'll be right here if you need me. You're back. Have you reached the urn?
Not yet. That was weird. Okay.
An ancient temple, lost to all but a select few. Magnificent.
Yeah. Boy, we're this... I don't think back that fondly on this particular temple here. It's not horrible, but it's not exactly one of my favorite parts of the game. You know what I mean?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Enemies everywhere!
Yes. I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now's better than later.
Let's see some blood!
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
Got it.
Well.
Now is better than later.
Just trying to aggro all of them just out into the open and such. Aha!
You're gonna regret this!
It's alright, my guys are fine. They've got this. Key.
Got it. I'll get on it. All right, all right. I'll get on it. All right, all right.
Yeah, as you can see, lots of enemies and such.
Got it.
So imagine what this is like on higher difficulties without cheating.
So you can get off my back.
You know, like without mods that I'm using to help cheat my way through this. To make the whole experience smoother, faster. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Can you understand why I don't really think back that fondly on this area? Plus, later on, it's not cultists we'll be facing. And those enemies can, get, more cultists down this area.
Right.
Hope Jenna TV went and, hid.
So you can get off my back.
What in horror? I'll rip you apart!
He's still over there, just chilling. Apparently he was just kind of standing over there in the corner so they wouldn't see him.
Got it. Now's better than later.
Main hall key.
You think any valuable tomes might still be in a decent condition?
Can I get you a ladder
Let's
so you
take a
can
look
get
around.
off my back? I'll get on it.
Scrolls of Banastor. Find someone who can decipher them. Well, there is somebody in Denham who can help us with that. And I'm sure that she, thank you, will be very interested in taking a look at these.
Now's better than later. I'll get on it.
There is one thing I am actually looking forward to when we get to,
All right, all right.
Don't worry, that'll open up. When we get to Dragon Age 2, and that, of course, is not having to hear this and having an actual voice actor. You know,
it's better than later.
Hawk. I'll have plenty to say when we get to Dragon Age 2, obviously, because we have to. Oh, and by the way, if you enjoy seeing me use mods to help cheat through this, well, I'm happy to let you know that I absolutely plan to do just as much in Dragon Age 2. I have some really cool mods that are really going to help the experience be smoother, faster, and more fun for me. Ow!
Watch out, trap there. Watch out, trap there.
Look how casually he says that. Watch out, trap there.
I'll get on it.
On it.
Really? You stand right on it while I try to disarm it?
Looks like something wants to die again.
I think I actually messed up on my, oh, Ancient Elven Gloves. Messed up a bit on my Severan impression there. I think it would have been more like, really? You stand right on top of the trap while I try to disarm it. If you guys have been around my channel long enough, you know that I do really try to work on my impressions. I take a bit of pride in them. Let's go ahead and grab this. Now let's see. Ancient Elven Gloves. Armor and spell resistance. Wouldn't mind getting the rest of that set for Zevran. That's right. I remember having to run all the way down one path and then turning around and running back so I can go down the other path.
Now's better than later. I'll get on it.
Anyone else think those ash wraiths are extremely creepy looking? Because I see those ash wraiths and I'm like, oh gosh, those look a little scary. Let's give her some more health. Make her a little more survivable. Morgan has so many spells that she could use if she wanted.
Now, better than later. Now, better than later. Got it.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
this a male or a female? I can hardly tell.
Oh, I guess he's talking about that statue, because otherwise I don't know what he's talking about. Alright, now we run back to the other side. Let's, speed this up. Yeah.
Now, better than later. Now's better than later.
I'm really glad I'm able to use this without actually, you know, like breaking the engine and such, you know? Gosh, those things look creepy. So creepy.
Magister and Archon of the Tevinter Imperium. It was he who ordered Andraste burned, if I remember.
I'll get on it. You're in over your head. Now's better than later.
Oh boy. This is where we now enter one of the portions I don't remember liking, which is the Dragon Caves. Oh boy. We will be progressing through these to reach the temple when we return. Stay tuned.